Hey everyone, welcome back. Last time we built a free open source ChatGPT clone which is local, private and all others. But here is a twist. It was stuck in 2022, blind to anything new. Imagine asking about 2024's biggest events and nothing. Total cliffhanger, right? Today in part 2 we are cracking that mystery wide open with web search using DuckDuckGo. And trust me, there is an even bigger surprise waiting in part 3. Stick around, things are about to get wild. Our local AI was awesome, but had a fatal flaw. A knowledge cutoff at December 2022. Current events? Forget it. What if I told you we could fix that with one sneaky trick? We are adding DuckDuckGo web search to pull in fresh info. But here is the catch. It is not perfect yet. Something even smarter is coming. Any guesses? Drop them in the comments. Go to your setup from part 1. Docker, Streamlit, Ollama, all ready? We are tossing in one new player, which is DuckDuckGo search. Add it to your requirements.txt. I'll show you how. Codes in the description. Let's unlock this upgrade together. Now before we dive into the new version, let's look at the old version. So this is our old app.py and this is our old Docker file and this is our old requirements.txt. Now here in V2 we have our new app.py, same sleek chat vibe, but now boom, a web search function. See this is the web search function. So what it will do is, for every query, it grabs the top 3 DuckDuckGo results so that it will be able to generate the response based on that. So the suspense builds here. But here is the catch. Every prompt triggers a search, even the easy ones. See this one. So here it is calling that web search function for each and every query that is made by the user. So what it does is, it performs the DuckDuckGo search with the user prompt. It searches the net. It selects the top 3 results from the search result, and that information is passed to our Ollama model to generate the response, the final response. So here you see the Ollama model, or you see the full prompt for the Ollama model, where we are providing the user prompt, and along with that we are also providing the verb search context, and then we are telling the Ollama model to answer based on the context that we are providing, which is the web search context, and the knowledge if the web search knowledge is insufficient. But remember, this will be prompting the web search for each and every question that the user makes. So the remaining portion, it is similar to what we saw in the previous version. So what happens here is, when you ask something, it spins, searches the web and feeds the result to the Llama 3 model, and the answer streams in. Dramatic, right? But wait, is it overkill for simple stuff? Hold that thought. Part 3's twist will help you with that. Now let's look at where we need to add this DuckDuckGo search so that our application will be able to use it. So there, if you go to the requirements.txt, we add one extra line. So we are adding this DuckDuckGo search as a dependent library for our application. Docker needs it, so we will be using that. Time for the reveal. Let's rebuild the Docker image. So you will be able to see the commands that you need to execute in the steps.txt. So let's see. So first, clone the repository. After cloning, you have to cd into the LocalGPT folder, and then you have to cd into the V2 folder to access the second version of the application where we have added DuckDuckGo web search. Now let's go ahead and build the Docker image. So we'll use docker build -t, then localGPT -demo v2. Then we have to specify the build context using dot. Again, this will take some time for it to build because it will be installing Ollama, etc. Since I already did the build operation, it is using the Ollama from the cache, so it saves some time for you. When it first performs the build operation, it will take some time because it will have to download the Ollama and the Ollama Llama 3 model from the internet, so that will take some time. So now my build is complete. I have the Docker image ready for my version 2 of my application. Now the next step is to run the application. So in order to run, we'll use the docker run. So let's execute the docker run command. So docker run -p, then 8502 is the port which we'll be using, so we'll use the port there. Then we have to use the LocalGPT demo v2, which is our image name. So now let's execute this. So using this command, we will be able to launch our application. So now let's access this particular application by browsing localhost 8502, and here it is. Here is the application. Now if I ask what's new in 2025, let me ask something latest and see whether it is able to search and find the latest news. And remember, first time when you run this, it will take some time, but the subsequent executions will be much faster. Yeah, see this? So it is getting the context, which is the web search context, and based on that it is generating the response. So here these are some of the new developments that happens in 2025. So Tesla's growth plan, then AGI, artificial general intelligence, then increased focus on applied responsible AI. So it is pretty good, right? So this is much more recent. So let's ask something which we tried during our previous part, like who won the Nobel Peace Prize for 2024. As you can see, the rate limit error is coming. So that is because we are using the DuckDuckGo free version. So there is a limit on the number of queries that we will be able to make within a fixed time. So what we have to do is we have to wait for a bit and then ask the question again. So I will pause the video and query it after some time. Okay, so now let me just query the same question, who won the Nobel Peace Prize for 2024. So first it will perform the web search, and with the web search context it will perform the information, or it will generate the information. And here see this one, it is giving the correct answer. So the Nobel Peace Prize winner for 2024 is Nihon Hidankyo. So this is the correct answer. So our application is able to successfully retrieve current information. Okay. Now let's ask another question. Again, I might have to wait for a bit before I ask the question. So let me ask some question which is not related to time, or which doesn't require any current information. So let's ask, say, what is 2 plus 2? Okay, so this is a simple straightforward question where the LLM should be able to answer without it having to search. So let's see what happens now. Again, I had to wait because of the rate limiter, so I'll be waiting a bit and I'll ask the query a bit later on. So let me just pause the video. Okay, now let me ask the same question. So what is 2 plus 2? And here, see, it is searching the net. So it searches again. Huh? Really? Let's see what it comes up with. Yeah, so it works, but there is something off about this one. Can you spot it? Tell me below. This is your clue for part 3's big fix. So this web search powers up your AI. No more time capsule. It is still free, still private, and now taps the internet too. But it's searching too much. Inefficient, right? Next time we are making it brilliant, smart enough to know when it needs a web. What do you think that looks like? Comment your ideas, I might shout you out. So that's part 2 folks. Hit that like button if you are hooked, subscribe for the finale and grab the code below. What's the first current event you would ask? And what's your guess for part 3's upgrade? Drop it in the comments. I am reading everyone. See you for the conclusion. Bye bye.